ground at about the 23. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Now it's Lockett. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He's checking. Crash.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, watch the ball. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 52, check 26, check 26.
On 1st down, Carson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I got you, son.
And to give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes left side. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. You've got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, D. Here I come. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing now is Locke. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Check. Hurry. Check hot route. Hot. Deeper. It's a safety creep.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Clock now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We know play calls can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The quick slant caught. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in fine position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Was a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tannehill going to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Tannehill. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, 28 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Come to my world.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Airing it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Locke going to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Man up, D. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 43.
One final try for Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amadi Hooker. So this one